Hi, guys, welcome to Real Issues Live with Crystal. This is where we have authentic conversations about issues that affect us as society. Join me as I have different guests coming in to share their take on various topics. Hi.
What's popping?
Welcome to Real Issues Live with Crystal.
Hey, Crystal.
I hear that you have no light and no internet.
No, I have internet that I will always have, but the
Oh, the
light part
light.
I don't have. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to play a song for you before I start. You hear?
It's not no Dexter or anything like that.
No, no, what kind of song?
Oh, just making sure, I'm a good person at that.
What you say if I don't know, back it up song? No, no. It's a song for you.
For me.
Alright, so guys, those who are just joining, we're talking about growing a child in a healthy environment. Alright? So thank you for tuning in. I'm going to play a song for Lincoln and then we will get into it. Welcome to Real Issues Alive with Crystal.
War for Lincoln. Rich!
I don't know if you heard anything because the rain on my end terrible. Guys, how is the rain on your end? Type and let me know what's happening. In Falmouth, it's crazy.
No,
How
rain
is
always
it down
crazy
where
in
you are,
Falmouth.
Lincoln?
Alright. It's alright. Couple
Okay.
baby breeze. Baby making breeze.
Woo!
Woo-woo.
All right. So, anyways, the song not playing. Big up yourself, cause you are a real father.
Who sing that
Never
song there?
neglect your daughter. Eh?
Who sing that song there?
All right. So, Lincoln, can you please Wicked? Somebody say Wicked in Kingston, Drizzle in Mobile. All right, Lincoln. For those who
Yeah.
don't know you, can you tell the guests a little bit, guys? If you see me shouting, it's because it's raining. It's really bad in Trelawney from morning. So I don't know. I can't really hear myself. So that's what's happening. So Lincoln, tell the guests a little bit about yourself.
I am Lincoln Robinson. I am the marketing and sales officer for Beshwa's Chicken. I am a girl dad. I am also a husband. I husband for 6 years actually. I'm a fun person. I'm a promoter. I'm the promoter for Tan Lines. Um, I am so many things. So many things.
And before you became a girl dad, I know that you were godfather to many.
So
Godfather to
actually,
many.
my next godson was born on Wednesday. So this is now my 11th godchild,
Oh my gosh. Wow.
and I'm active in all of them, like every single one.
Wow. Big up you.
I love,
So I'm going to ask you a
love kids.
question.
Sure.
Uh,
I was saying I love kids.
yes. And I think you were one of out of the set of friends that I know, you were one of the last ones. And that is why I'm going to ask you this question first. You were one of the last ones to actually get, right? One off. So, yes, because Catherine
Yeah,
is
yeah,
how
yeah.
old?
Catherine is 4. Yeah. So I'm the last one. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the question for you is, how has your life changed since getting a child? And what would you say to those who are getting pressured from their peers or parents to have one before they reach a certain age?
All right. So first things first, cool. And I'll say this out to a lot of I'll say this to the dads first, cool.
Right.
Lincoln, go ahead, man. Godfather duties. Give Alexandria a call. All right. So yo,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this first a lot to the fathers, current and future.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us feel as if we've reached our peak in terms of hustle, working capabilities, and everything. The minute you find out that you're about to have a child, the game change. The
Right.
minute you
Right.
hold your child is born and you hold your child for the very first time, that's it. When I held Catherine, at that time I'm like, yo, I've reached my my potential per se in a working environment, in a hustling environment. There's so much I can do and know more. You know,
Right. Right.
I just probably need a promotion or I need an additional hustle or what or new hustle. Believe when I say, when I held my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
the hustle went further. There was no more 8 hours sleep. It was clear to me. Sleeping is a concept. And when you're dead, you have all the time you can sleep. Because how I viewed things was I need to ensure that if I'm going to my bed tonight, it's fine for me to eat crackers. That's fine.
Right.
But my daughter cannot eat crackers to go to her bed. Not at a tender age at least. So
Right.
I wanted, big up Steph, I wanted to ensure that at any given moment, my daughter would be able to get what she wants. Not spoiled, but in a position where, you know, she wanted to dance in class, she wanted to go to Bible school, she wanted to do gymnastics, she wanted to go spelling bee, she wanted to go on a trip, whatever the case may be, daddy would be in a position to say, hey, sure, let's do this, you know?
Right. Right.
So the level of work what changed for me really was just me putting more into it. There was no longer any limit to what Lincoln Robinson could do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, when COVID hit,
Right.
I said to a friend of mine that, yo, boy, if COVID affect KFC, you know, COVID might affect my job. Cool?
Chicken man.
Chicken man.
Yeah.
So I was nervous. And you know, my company, they stood strong, you know,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to ensure that everybody within Best Dressed Chicken had their job and I was still getting the majority of their pay.
Right.
The company called me one day and asked me for assistance to do
Right.
some stuff for the company.
Right.
And the back of my mind, it was not, yo, I'm going to stay in a bed and lay down. The back of my mind was, yo, this is my opportunity to prove to the company that I can do more. This is the opportunity to ensure that when I prove to the company that I can do more, it puts me in a better position to ensure that my daughter's future is secured. And
So it was no longer about your future, your daughter. Yeah.
it's all about my daughter's future. All about my daughter's future. If I get a work call right now, which I probably get another call in a half hour, but
Right.
if I get a work call right now to drive to Center in the middle of the night for my company, it depends on who call me, of course.
Oh, no,
I
don't call
know
him in
this,
the rain, please. Don't call him in the rain. Anyways, go on.
yo, it, it, in the back of my mind, I was like, all right, one more opportunity. Position
Right.
myself better for my daughter's future.
Right.
So it's
Right.
no longer just about me.
Right.
It was about my daughter. You
Definitely
understand
agree.
me?
Definitely
Yeah,
agree.
man. Sleeping is a concept, you know. And I can tell you, with my daughter, yo, being a girl dad,
Mm-hmm.
I might not get the opportunity to have the legacy being carried on now with the last name. Cool?
Right. Right.
But having my daughter has taught me a whole lot. A whole lot. And then there's no regret. Being a girl dad is the greatest accomplishment I'll ever have.
Overall, listen. But you know, Catherine takes so much. So why you ready for another one?
My G, if me win lotto right now, I'm going to go for 10 more. Yeah.
But
Catherine is
in
a lot.
your position right now, because to me, like I have one daughter, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like if me get another husband, he gonna want one pick me again from me. I'm like, boy, this one is like
Speak to the
for
bean.
me.
Speak to the
I
bean.
don't want to have to be worried about. Remember, I know it's not only about providing for that child, but it's like you give your all to the child. You worry about the child when the child is at school, when the child is on the road, the child not around you and stuff. So it's like to put an energy in someone else. You know, it's just not easy. But you know, as you said, if the finances is there, it's not only the finances though.
Yo,
You
the
will
finance will never be
consider
there.
a second one. Hmm?
Crystal, let me tell you something now. The finance will never be there. No matter what.
Right.
Jigga just joined a while ago. And George is also a part of the group. George and I was in high school from long, long time. Cool?
Right.
Daniel just joined. Simple Danzy. Yo, the persons are joining at the right time because I want you to hear this. You will say to yourself, you need $500,000 in your account.
Right.
And the $500,000 peak is right here. And you're at $350,000. And because you know, say, in another 2 months, you can reach $500,000, you forget about the $500,000 target. And you increase what your
Increase.
potential is going to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
See, and Danzy is a perfect example. Reason with Danzy from high school, I realized where Daniel want to accomplish certain things at a
Yeah.
certain age. And when Daniel reached closer, Daniel Allen, fire. When Daniel reached closer, Daniel is like, yo, and Jermaine, of course, yes, Jermaine. Daniel and Jermaine is like, yo, let's soon reach $500,000, scrap $500,000, $1 million. Them reach closer $1 million, scrap $1 million, $2 million. We will never have the finances. Never. Because the persons in my circle, the Jermaine, the Makisha,
Right.
the
Right.
Daniel, the George, the Stefan, the Kareem, the Crystal, the Lexi, these persons, the Cornel, these persons, the minute them have them child, them have them kids. But it's not even about the kids itself. It's like you reach a certain point in your life and you realize that you can do more. And because you can, money is never enough. Exactly, Jeremy. You realize you can do more, you give yourself a new target. So you're gonna be like, when we get that big house, I may have at least 6 million in my account, but me don't need to touch. I'll have a child. You get the big house, you want a bigger house. You get the 6 mil, you want more money. You get what I'm trying to say? So,
Yeah.
a part of the process of having a child is thinking that, oh wow, let me prepare myself to have a child. You can't be ready. You cannot be prepared. Cannot.
But Lincoln, as I was saying, back to the point that I was making, having a child is not only about the finances. First of all, you have to ensure that you are in your first of all the partner that I want, the partner, and two, you're in the right mental space for it. And that is going to lead me to my next question that I'll have for you. Because in the news lately, you've been seeing a lot of child abuse and so forth.
Change topic. Change topic. Change topic.
I'm not
My,
no man, I'm not gonna change the topic. I'm not gonna change it, but I'm not gonna go into listen up, Lincoln, I'm not gonna go because this is gonna be
oi,
for another night.
oi.
This is a whole
Change it.
topic by itself.
Hey, the
Listen,
topic here gets
Lincoln.
me very, very emotional and sensitive.
Yes.
And if you
And
know
I
me,
know.
never temper.
Yes, I
And
know.
my worker just
I know.
joined, so me can't hear shit me go on bad. Yo, see all them man who abuse women and abuse children, I posted them. Me, Lincoln Robbins, said that.
I know. And that's why I didn't give you I didn't put you on for that night.
My
I'm
sister
not
to a
going to
similar
be
situation
exploring
now.
that topic.
That's I don't
Yes.
want to. You see me? I lost my sister to abuse. It's a man abused my sister
I
and
know.
killed her.
I know.
See?
I know.
And that same man was abusing my nieces and nephew. You understand me? So
Mm.
let's not go there. Let's just say I will only say this. women, men, if you find yourself in a position where you, first of all, women, if you find yourself in a position where your spouse is abusing your child, cut. And also love work.
Yep.
And also love work. A Yamed business that. Then, if you want to continue being a Yamed, that's fine. Just get the child away from that person. That's the most important thing. If you want to be a Yamed, it's fine. There's a Yamed college. Go to Yamed college. But move the child away from that situation because it's very toxic. It's not healthy for a child to be around a toxic environment and being exposed to abuse.
And that is where the independence come into, because some of them, they claim that they stay because they are dependent. But as I said, this is for another night, because trust me, I'm going to have a whole topic surrounding this issue. So let's get back to, guys, those who are just joining, we were talking about how has Lincoln's life changed since having a daughter, and he said that it's changed drastically. It's not only about him now, but everything he actually takes into consideration. What she likes to do is not only about the basics, but if she likes to do dancing, he wants to give her all the opportunity, from a young age, so that way she can know her purpose from at that tender age. He also spoke about, yes, Lincoln?
No, I was about to say that, one of the most important things about being a girl dad or being a dad entirely, cool, is the fact that you want to mold whatever is happening with the child,
Right.
So if you have a son, a lot of men might not want to say I love you to my son. That's very
Right.
important. Because you don't want your son to go to another man
Yeah.
to find cool. You don't want your son to grow not knowing what love is, so he can't really express it to a female. So
Son
how
and
you
daughter.
express
Mm-hmm.
to and them, so get the daughter apart. Then
Mm-hmm.
our daughter now is like, women are very emotional. Very, 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 very emotional creatures. Yes, cool. And in that growing process, she would like to know what love is, and her first love is supposed to be her dad. So if she can't experience her first love from her dad, a trouble for every other man. So either she will not know to appreciate and value love that comes to her from a man, or she's not going to know how to express love herself and to accept love.
That is true. And I'm going to tell you a story, because I remember, so I'm very transparent about my story and how I wasn't brought up with a mom or dad. And I remember I spent a holiday with my dad, and when he was taking me home, he had his hand on my leg, like he just touched my leg, my foot, like he just rested on my leg. And I wasn't used to it. So I took off his hand, and he got mad at me. He just told me and said, Crystal, I'm your father, but I didn't know how to accept that love. I didn't know, because as I said, I never got a father touch before and stuff like that. So it's very, very important, that is, for you to show your children love. Yeah. And then sometimes when I see some kids with their dad, I would be like, wonder if that love they're real, because I don't experience it. So I'm wonder if him doing something, or I would want. I'm telling you the truth, because we're not
I
used to it.
practice every single day,
Right.
morning and evening, to kiss Catherine goodbye,
Right.
cool. Embrace Catherine when she comes home from grandma or comes in from school. So, hi Catherine, how was school today? You had fun today? Daddy loves you. Kiss. I try that because I don't have no intentions for my daughter to grow up like a Yamed. Yeah. Me fling my boot off her. So I want my daughter to know what love is. A
Right.
man can't come to my daughter and say, yo, baby, we can give you some money, you know. Some of them puppy show talk that I hear about in the streets these days. I want my daughter to know what love is. And I try to, I never really got much love from my dad. So my dad would express his love by saying, son, you're good? Ah, cool. And my dad would just put some money my way and say, yo, son, do good in the school and get that 10 pack here. So my father did with me.
Yeah.
My daughter, when my daughter does something good, I was like, all right, I'm going to pump her up. I said, go, baby girl. Or high five. And I let her know that her dad is very proud of her. And I show her that love. I give her that level of feeling to say, you know what? Daddy is proud of me. And I want her to embrace it. Because when she's able to embrace it, then she's able to know and appreciate true love.
Yes, that's what somebody just said. What real love is from her dad. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. So just those who are just joining. So we have 2 questions to go, Lincoln. I know my questions are very, very compact. I did ask you for some of these 28-year-old, 27, 25 who they see their peers having kids and the grandmothers and so saying, when am I gonna get my grandchild or whatever? And you did answer the question. It's not about waiting on that money. But we did establish we have other things in there, like, is your mental right? Do you have the right partner? You want to say something on this point?
Yeah, well, I thought about the right partner thing now. All right.
Yeah.
So let me show you something now. Cool?
Yeah.
Everybody wants kids, and that's fine. Having a child is great.
Right.
What persons need to understand, having a child takes a serious toll on your relationship.
Yes, it does. It does.
It does, Zane, because it's no longer me and you.
Yep.
It's me, you, and the child. And it requires a different level of communication to say, okay, you know what? You handle this, me deal with this. This is how I feel about this. How do you feel about that? You know? So it's like a starting brand new. So it's like, that's the reason why you always hear a person say, hey, try to enjoy your relationship first, or try to enjoy your marriage first before you go into having a child. Having a child is spectacular. But one of the problems that we face in society now is persons aren't truly able to appreciate or value that additional love that needs to be shared. So you have men out there that them always get the woman attention.
Right.
And because the woman attention now is being shared for the female, it's being shared for the child as well as for the spouse, is like the man can't take it. So the man say, yo, I'm not ready to go and say, no, this need to change and argument and blah, blah, blah.
From the baby born, she not give me no attention. From the baby just in the middle of the bed, so. Come on, guys. You're going to expect that there are going to be changes. I used to dress up in my nice, sexy shorts.
You won't take
Lincoln.
Huh? Hey, that's how that sexy short thing.
No, I'm just...
You know, opinion like, hey, so you know, woman, the minute to fall in love, you know. The minute to fall in love, you know, right? And I get comfortable.
Lincoln, listen. So me used to in a body ride and at the house and blah. But introducing a girl in the house now, having the baby, I cannot wear certain things. I still can't do it. I understand what you're saying, you know, but I'm gonna have to. There must be a limit. There must be a limit.
No.
You can't go lock up in the room with you.
There must be a plan.
She go on her bed and them something there. You want 24/7. Just listen on Lincoln. See people telling you to listen. You don't want 24/7.
You want to listen. Agree.
What?
I agree and I agree. When him say listen, I agree.
Who you
Women,
agree with? Who you
me,
agree with?
you telling me, yo, the minute you women fall in love, the minute you women, a child comes into play, it's like certain changes need to come into play. No, there has to be a balance. There has to be a balance.
Balance is right. Balance is right.
Cool. So when there's a balance now, your body jar might not be outside. Cool. But still just sexy for your man.
I'm not saying no, but I'm just saying it cannot be the same. Am I right? Because remember, the little child is going to emulate, you know, when you look, she start pull up her shots and walk around same way and all these things.
A woman gets conscious. Oh, a friend of mine saying that the minute some women after them have a child, women get self-conscious.
Yes, we barely get bigger, yes, most times.
Then lift your knees and work it off.
The stretch marks and the this and the that.
There's
You
no
know,
such
our
thing as
body
stretch marks.
changes.
There's no such thing as stretch marks.
Yeah, but
It's just it's a blessing. It's a blessing tattoo. It is a blessing.
I like
good
that.
thing,
Blessing tattoo.
every good thing deserves a covering. Yeah? Every good thing deserves a covering. If a female, alright, if I get you pregnant, Crystal, cool?
Right.
I get a pouch, right? The conversation needs to be kept, and women have pride. So some women have pride and some men have pride, and it depends on the relationship.
Right.
If he get you, Crystal, pregnant,
Right.
and you have a belly,
Yeah.
I want you to say to me, say, yo, babe, more can, you know, go in the gym or start workout in the mornings. We need some support from you.
Right.
Are you able to
Right.
to come gym with me or go walking with me or
Right.
whatever, you know? And because you just have a newborn, you start stuff where you do family walks. That family walk, you put the child in a stroller, like a foreigner there, and you walk about the place. And you know where
I
you walk.
like what you said, Lincoln. I like what you said. Support. Because sometimes I just little support
But
we need, you know.
it comes
We
from
don't need to go for them help. We say,
communication.
I saw your belly big, man. You know, work off your belly.
Support comes from communication. And that is what is important. Yo, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I try to know exactly a lot of what is going on in my daughter's life. She go to school, Catherine, how was school today? She tell me which boy try kiss her and which boy tell her, say, hey.
At 4. Boy, try kiss her.
when my daughter was 7 or 8 months, cool, we were at church and a little boy came up and hold my daughter's hands and smile, cool? I push him down on the ground. I push him down on the ground, right in the church.
What?
See, look how smirk when I give my daughter. Me have them smirk there back in the days, you know. You know, I give my daughter them smirk there, you know. I push him down on the...
You're OD bad. You're OD bad, Lincoln.
Oh, so you say? Yeah? So you feel... Any man on this life right now will tell us that they want to do the same thing. If a little boy come smile up with them little daughter. Where's your daughter just born?
Lincoln, you're OD. Little boy. Little, you hear what you say? Operative word. Little boy. He's a little boy.
You see where them, you see when young boy start sex from? When they little. Yeah? Them a jokey jam now. Cool?
Somebody said when you give support, the woman have to know how to receive it. That is true too, because some of we women, you know, we take everything, we take offense. We're so sensitive. Jeez.
True. But yo, let me tell you something.
Lincoln, we can't come off of that question. Let's finish up the question and then we go to the next two.
So, yes, there are things that changes. What was the last part of the question again?
No, we boy, I'm not even reach the other question. We did go in one other part.
Tell me.
No, the question, we were just talking to those who said that they you know, they are being pressured and they're not ready. And we're talking about having the right partner.
Yo,
we're talking about it's not necessarily finances that and status that would make you ready, but more importantly, the right partner.
So let us look at the peers, and like I will always trouble all of my friends and yo, time if you have pitney. But if anybody knows me, I just trouble me I give. No,
Right.
it's when you are ready.
Right.
But you need to understand within yourself that it has nothing to do with financial. No matter how much money you have, the minute you have a child, you're broke. I'm truth. No
Yeah.
matter
I
how
know
much money
you're
you
funny again. Yeah.
no matter that, you have a child right now, cool. Right? You have 10 million in your account. Jamaican, superior like in there. Jamaican we are talking about now. You're gonna pre the best school for the child. So you now pre a school fee of 80,000 a month. Right?
Yeah.
George no, cause George have 2 kids. You pre $250,000 school fee per term.
Right.
Cool? That's 750,000 already right there, so. Your outfit, you're gonna make sure so the outfit fly. Cool?
Yeah.
You're gonna pre-evening classes, swimming classes, gymnastics. I know the pre the gymnastics and the swimming classes for the mass. You want to get the best trainer, the
Yes.
best swimmer. You want to get Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt and Shelley and Fraser to come train your child. So you pay that extra money. So that $10 million in no time reach on to $5 million.
That's true.
In no time again, the $5 million reach on to $2 million. You have a child, you're broke, no matter how much money you have. So when you're preparing yourself for a child, it's not just about money. It's about your mental capability. Because having a child requires a level of patience. Enough time Catherine do some things, man. I was like, Catherine! As the Catherine go, I just realize I talk to a 4-year-old. I talk to my 4-year-old. I'm a drawback. I'm a kind of place of music.
Yeah, answer my next question, Lincoln. That's what I'm going to ask you. I was going to ask you, how important is it for parents to manage their stress life while raising children, and give some tips as to how to do so?
Before we go to that part there, is it preparing yourself to have a child with a spouse?
Yeah.
There are things. Women, it's not just about the man bank pocket or in dick size in our work, so. Then, there's a lot to do with the emotional aspect of it. There are a lot of men that have children out there and they're not a part of their lives. I get well serious, okay? I might know who too. My old best friend, Zim, recently cut off.
Make sure no call no name, Your old best friend what?
Who are bad me up? If they want bad me up, they know me live.
Lincoln, your old best friend what?
That I recently cut off. Zim,
Yes.
got a lady pregnant, got a girl pregnant.
Right.
And I said to him, right,
Yeah.
yo, own up that shit. Man said,
Right.
nah, own it up. I'm going to cut him off. And my mother carried me to the cross and carried me to the church and said, oh, Jesus! Father, forgive him. And she prayed one piece of rebellion over me. And I forgave the youth. And I realized that him still not take on any responsibility. As a man, for the child, and the child look dead stump like him, I'm going to cut him off. A workless man behavior that.
So hold on there. Is it that it was a fling? Did he do a DNA?
Would it be fling or not?
I know, but did he do a DNA?
No, man, him not for the DNA. Me not for the DNA, Pan Catherine.
Definitely not. Mm-hmm.
You see that no, hey,
At the same kind of
if me knows there, she a go back where she a come from, Yeah? Let me tell you something. If not for the DNA, she look just like him.
Okay.
Women need to understand that there's an emotional evaluation that needs to be done in relationships for them to understand that, yo, is this guy the right one for the future? Is this guy going to be, it might not work out in a relationship, but it work out as an excellent dad, workless boyfriend, workless husband, but excellent dad.
Excellent.
That part that is
I feel
important.
you. I feel you.
You understand
That's
me?
true. That's true.
A friend of mine got pregnant and the man tell her plain and straight, ah, yeah, man, I go send money come down. What? So you're not plan for today? Not really. And she say, yo, me never agree to that part still. But she get rid of it. Me never agree to that. But she said she not take on no man in her life who cannot emotionally be there for the child. That part is important, you know. Children need the emotional attention from both mothers and fathers, you know. Because as a daughter, she need to learn things from her mother. All the baby them are come out, what? Are come, them are come cut out like the, oh yeah, exactly. Hey. Yeah. So good at the part.
Yeah.
The daughters need to learn certain things from their mom. But they also need to learn how to not be a yamed from them dad. How to have a level of street sense from their father. So there becomes a balance in emotional attachment, in emotional learning. And the child observes what's going on with you, what's going on with daddy, what's going on with mommy and daddy together. And they soak in all that emotional attention.
I definitely agree. As I said, as a girl mom who, I'm going through a separation, actually reached divorce stage now, Lincoln.
Girl mom don't sound cute, but continue.
And for me, I don't care how her daddy and I are not together, but nobody to her like her dad. And whether or not I like what is going on with whatever situation, I have to put feelings aside and ensure that, so every week she goes to her. That is how we do it. Every week she goes to her dad. So we share her. And for me, that is more valuable than finances. Because some women, what they will do is they will say, all right, then, we will take the money a week time, holiday time, the picnic go out the father or whatever. But for me, it's what is more important for her to be around her dad, especially growing up from a young stage in the baby. She used to see her dad every single day. So I didn't want to change, as I said, whether or not we are together. I didn't want to change the relationship with her dad. So I think some women, that's what they're doing. Them and the man left is like they feel as if they need to separate the child, or need to see my child now go come run no stepmother, so them do it, my child now go run no woman. And come on, ladies, you have to think about the child in this is not about you anymore, but you want your child to still have a part little bit of daddy, still have a little bit of mommy, especially if the daddy wants to be in the life, right, Lincoln?
Agreed.
Because some daddies will not want to be in the life. So for me, I'm an advocate for that. Definitely co-parenting is one of the issues that I will be talking about too on Real Issues Live. But as you say, in terms of being ready, guys, it's not only about the finances. Ensure, as Lincoln say, you have the right partner, not only the financial part of it, but the partner mentally and emotionally ready for
Yeah,
a
man,
child.
that's important. You see, there are a lot of dads and moms out there that are, what would I say now? There's a lot of dads and moms that are out there that are really good husbands, great husbands,
Right.
great wives.
Right.
When it comes into the parenting part of it, look at the child. Well, I'm not want to talk about this but look at the child that take long to eat, and the man beat it until the pitting dead.
To me, I don't know if I don't want to hit me, but me feel say something wrong with that man. Is mental health. Mental health issue that Lincoln.
Hey. I say mental health thing, it's serious enough. But I'm tell you this, I mean, if nobody from the government upon my life, don't waste my tax dollars and send this man to prison. Kill him. That's my strong opinion.
Even as a Christian, from a Christian to a Christian, me back that.
Listen to me.
Back that.
Kill him.
But
don't waste my tax dollars.
at mental health, and 1 whole month I'm going to be spending on that. And I do hope, as you mentioned, something happened to your sister earlier. I do hope you'll be in a better place where you can come on too, because maybe that can help others, you know. But as me said, that is for another topic. It's a whole month I'm going to be spending on mental health. So answer the question now, Lincoln, because I have Kaylee waiting, where I asked you, how important is it for parents to manage their stress? As a teacher, to be honest with you, I do sometimes, I can handle my students, but I will rush my child. And she will say to me, Mommy, because she's very smart, you know, she very, you know, she talkative. I try to let her express herself. I don't call her down her shine. So some person may think that I'm giving her too much layaway to express herself, but I know why I did it, because growing up I wasn't given the opportunity to talk. I was sit over this and don't talk. Them see I'm blind here and there, and I didn't want it for her. And so she said to me, she said, Mommy, when such and such is reading, you don't shout at her. It's so you shout at her, but when I am reading, if I'm not, you know, because she's very smart, she's top student. But when it come on to reading, I don't know if there's an issue or what, but she just not getting. I'm like, look, me to teach Whitney to read. I just feel so bad. Come here and say, look, all of my kids.
Yeah, but you know why you approach it that way? Catherine is not big on reading.
Right.
And the minute me finds a Catherine mother pregnant, me carry that ability out. I'm say, Father God, that makes you get that treat there for me. Hey, if you give me 10 paragraphs to read, me stuck on 2 for 3 days. Right?
But you know, Lincoln,
I'm very visual.
Yes.
And Catherine came out and the damn pitney get the same trait from me. When I try to rebuke, Catherine very visual. Catherine for report day, Catherine is bringing the parents around the school to say, oh, this happens in the school and this happened. All of these does. Tell Catherine to take up a book and read. Right?
It's a pain. A pain.
Pain. But I don't bash it. You know what? I see where me stay. You're going to force it into her now, and she's going to resent you. And she's going to resent reading books. So what I do, I nurture what Catherine has.
Yes.
And I nurture the visual part of it.
Yes. But that is what I'm going to say to you now, Lincoln. I may see it that way, but then what if you have another parent who is, work together and you're so pressured? So, it's kind of hard, because I'm like, listen.
Communication.
I'm like, listen.
Communication.
The girl, she's an artist. Christiane will take one piece of cloth, and she tie it up, and you feel she's a fashion designer. And as I said, she is still the top girl in her class, but the reading, she does not. But the other party may be, listen, no man, she have to read and whatever. But for me, I'm more free-spirited. And even with my students too, you have children who are reading from 3 and some read when they are 7. And parents are comparing the ones who are reading. And I'm like, boy, I'm not the right person for teaching a pitney. Because I go telling us, listen, leave the pitney, what the pitney likes to do. Wait until the pitney PS. And so, everybody put this whole big stigma on reading. And yes, it is important, Lincoln. But what about, as you said,
how to read is important.
Right.
Knowing how to read is important. That's fine.
Right.
Catherine Elizabeth can do that. But
she not love do it.
Loving to read, me not force her. So I nurture the part that she can go on her YouTube with her tablet. She connect to the TV show and connect to the TV. She put up that visual thing and she's reading with the video. So the video says, Tom jumped the wall. Catherine goes, Tom is a bad cat, but Tom jumped the wall. And she's putting her creative twist to it. So I mold that. So if Catherine wants to video director, God he knows.
Exactly.
If you see me on the road, I beg $20, you better give me $20, come I'll send her go fine. No, I'm just saying you have to mold
your
child.
basically have the same thinking as it relates to foster whatever she likes? How is she?
Initially we didn't. And
Okay.
it became a big argument, like constantly. Right? Me not play
Mm-hmm.
poker, I tell you plain and straight.
Mm-hmm.
We argue a whole lot about stuff like that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Exactly, Danny. She'll have a better understanding. So my wife and I would argue about this. And I would explain to my wife, say, yo, you're gonna
Somebody
force
telling you
it.
bye. Thank you for joining JB Dread. Follow the real
Oh,
issues right
Jermaine.
with Crystal page.
Oh,
Do
what
this
I
every
know.
Tuesday.
9:20, yeah, man. Jermaine, I've worked in the next 10 minutes. I've worked in the
Mm.
next 20 minutes. Alright? First of the traits they have, the world is different than exactly. The world different. So don't try. Yo, when I went to Cornell now, George in our group, so George can tell you, we were told pilot, doctor, lawyer, or engineer. And one more thing, I believe. Cool?
Teacher.
No. No.
Forgot to Cornwall. So
Yeah, man.
seriously?
I think it was businessman or something like that.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
George Felicity, I think George and I face the same thing. But that was what they gave you. Now, if Kathy want on social media influencer, do it and do it good.
If you
want
want a
social
gymnastic teacher, do it.
If you want on social media influencer, you go to school feed same way. Go to Karamak, do your marketing degree, and go turn social media influencer and calculate how much thousands of dollars per month. Mold it. That is the reality. And what happened was, one day I spoke to her mother and I said, yo, listen to me now. This is a thing in our work out, you know. And we sat down and had a long conversation about it. And I said, yo, I'm not saying that Catherine should not read. But I'm saying, don't try to force down her throat what she's not passionate about. If she's passionate about videos now, you mold the videos. She change a year from now and she want to read, you mold the reading. She want to change from that and she want to straight gymnastics, you mold the gymnastics. Cool? You mold the different aspects of what is going on within their lives. So at the end of the day,
Agree.
they're grabbing something of everything.
Yep. Definitely
Mobi
agree.
did the same thing. Yes, Danny. Mobi did the same exact thing. Where Mobi was like, yo, lawyer. Well, not engineer for them, but businesswoman.
Them get the teacher. The woman will get the teacher.
I think
Nancy
teacher would have been.
The press teacher.
No, Mobi high.
So what?
Mobi
high. The press teacher to Nancy. So teacher not nobody. Lincoln. Boy.
Yo, Mobi high would have more of a tell us, say, yo, get a sugar daddy than turn teacher.
If she said no. No, so. Well, Lincoln. So let me talk about the stress now, because as me say, I'm not gonna lie. And you know, even the other day my sister passed away, and yeah, I've been very transparent about it. And even from my class, I got somebody in place because I know that it was a very high stress time for me. And so I don't want to go take up my stress on the kids, on the parent, on the students. And that's what I do. And I think some of these teachers too, what they're doing is they have their stress at their yard and this and that, and they come and take it out on people's kids. And so I'm not one of those. So that's what I did. But then if I was cognizant of that, but then being at home, I wasn't doing that. I was shouting at my daughter. I'm like, Jesus, if he me about over there, so if he really want to send him picnic come to my school, he not going to want to send him picnic come to school because he go see how this woman is shout off a fear. So, because I was really going through a lot. And, you know, because of that, Lincoln, I'm not, hold on. You see, because of that, she becomes a shouty girl.
But you know why? You know what happened? We and you just start do it. So me blatantly say this. You people on a whole, so children as burden. So you have a picnic, oh boy, me can't go pure one again, you know. Kiss me ass. Me I go Pier 1. Me at the road. Me Lincoln Robinson at the road.
One thing about Lincoln, he might go do road. But Lincoln, you have the support. Remember, me not have much people at Jamaica. That are my team.
So work extra hard and find support.
Well, that is true. And then, boy, me not trust me. Boy, for me trust level, yeah, mustard seed. Anyways, go on.
Same with me. But alright, cool. I will do road today. Cool? And tomorrow I'm out of the road.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So what needs to happen in any relationship or any one night fling or any Lincoln Immaculate. No, Lincoln. Lincoln, yeah, man, because
Lincoln, talk to. Tell them say you have the support of the community now. Tell them about your mother not Lincoln. Talk up now. You have a catching up a community.
Know this. Daniel know this. Zane, but let me show you a pre. Before me go to my community, Zane.
Yeah.
Careful, alright. I will go on the road. I'm mother to the road. Cool? Whether it be a one night fling or a relationship or a marriage, persons need to understand that there's a level of communication, another part of the communication that involves to say, yo, it's your time, it's your time, it's our time. So me the road, she the road, we all the road. When you not have pitney, or when people have pitney, they cannot forget about date night.
True. Lincoln, this sound like a one next night again, one next topic again about having kids and dating and dating topic this now, Go on.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. Zane, I'm going to tell, me say blatantly, me go road. If you don't believe in them certain things here, I say it to you strong. The reality is, you, Crystal, need time to yourself. He needs time to himself. And the child needs time with her family.
Right.
You understand me? If you can't do that, you don't have problems.
True.
And that is the reason why I have a high stress job. Right?
Yeah.
So I need to know, say, yo, when my cup need to do, my cup can do. See?
Yeah, yeah.
When I need to do the local weekend thing, I do the weekend thing. We come in, we spend some time with the family, we spend some time with Catherine, we catch up with Catherine, we go to work, go do some work, go and work the following day. Before we reach home, go drink one drink, come in. You can't look on the fact that having a child is a burden. It's not. It's a blessing.
True. Definitely.
It's a blessing. And that's why male and female need to both do emotional assessment with who they might have sex with and not use no condom.
True.
You understand me? Because you get that person pregnant or you get pregnant for that person and then that person is not on the same emotional level as you are in having a child. And it makes your life more toxic and more tedious.
And then that is when you take it out on the child. And so Lincoln, that is basically one way. So I'm asking for some tips as to how to manage the stress and not take it out on the child.
Tips, base times height times circumference. Yeah? That is tip. Tip number 1, base times height times circumference. Alcohol. Okay? Alcohol. If I get drunk.
So instead of shout at them, you laugh instead of shout.
Yo, me tell you something. Me not played my cup. Zane, I have a very long day. Me stop at Pinchers. Me stop at Latitude. Me stop at Pier 1. Zane, me stop at Marinas. Me grab a drink. Me stop at Belfield. Me grab a drink. Alright, I should grab a little weed. Cool. Yo, I've tried weed years ago, and I tell her, say, kick me over. Zane.
No, but I try again, please, though.
Me not try again, so we stick to my room. Me do my room. I'm a whole corner. I play my music. I write Dexter Daps. I write Cartel. I write Drake. I write Popcorn. I come back home to reality. But good.
And Lincoln,
Ease
you know
that
what?
burden off your shoulder.
So one, you can have a little drink, lighten up. Two, as you said, try to develop a strategy where you have time for yourself. Because if you're so consumed in the house, you're not you're gonna always stress and mad out. That's not good for your mental. You need some little self-care. So that's two. But you know what three is, which is what I don't have because of how my family is situated. You know, most everybody is abroad. But three, Lincoln, is, and you have to talk truth. You have to give big up your mother. Sometimes
Nelly,
it's good to have when you can, it's good to have a little getaway. You want a grandmother for one weekend. Talk truth now.
well, weekend, if I leave it to my mother or my father, then
Yeah.
me will left them. They will take Catherine from me for a whole week. When Catherine see her grandfather, you know, Catherine forget about daddy, you know,
Yes.
and Catherine is pro daddy.
Yeah.
Cool?
Yeah.
So me will definitely say, big up Nelly.
Big up Nelly.
Big up Nelly. And big up Lincoln Cena. Because, yo, you see, as
Yeah.
a village,
Yeah.
as a village,
Yeah.
you're good.
That's true, man. That's true. It's true. It's truth. Because remember, no, Lincoln, you can't trust anybody, you know. But one thing, you will trust your parents. One, you know, definitely we trust your parents. And what I don't have, we didn't have that, and so you know that was an issue. But no, you see me at 1 and 2
The only
party.
problem, though, the only problem with the village, you know, the village has a downfall.
Yeah.
Like, my village has a downfall. My village
Spoiling.
expensive. Man, my father religiously carries Catherine to Mega Mart and Fontana. So Catherine knows what a Fontana is.
Right.
Cool? So when Catherine say, yo, hi daddy, can we go Fontana please? Daddy. And because of my mother, Catherine knows about Amazon Prime. So Catherine will log onto her tablet, then log onto her tablet, cool, and or when she, especially when she's around her grandmother, shows her grandmother what she likes, right? And her grandmother will order it. And then the pressure come upon me, you know, for put the next bill.
So the grandparents spoil them.
Yeah, that's the downfall with the
That's
village.
true.
That's the old downfall. But we don't want the support. We don't
Yes.
want somebody to just lift
True.
that bucket off of your shoulder.
True,
Say a
man.
little bit,
True.
the village is there. But
True.
back to tip number one. Tip
Yeah.
number one, help with lifting the bucket off your shoulder. You will all
Yeah.
have some bucket on your shoulder, you know?
True.
Because you have work target to do, you have
Yeah.
reports to do, you have
Yeah.
milk to buy, you have groceries to buy for the house plus for the child, and then picking them like say food around out of style. Then
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have, there's so many different things that we all go through, and at
True.
a time like COVID, it tests our mental health.
Yes. Yeah.
It tests our mental health, and it's important that we have to find time for ourselves.
True. A true
If
man.
hey, Christian, if you don't have time for yourself, you know, you send your box help in to go to school and make one of the teacher them watch him, you know, and you take a day off from school, you know, and just go down a pier one or go down a Belfield or go down a wherever, you know, and have a drink for yourself, you know, and you know, sir, boom. You leave here by 12 o'clock so you can get sober. And you get sober, you go pick up a child.
Me definitely not go come drink with you though, Lincoln. Or the
No,
terrible. But yes, guys, you know, it's really important. Self-care. We say little time for yourself it relieves the stress. And then, you know, when you get home, you know, do the you know, so short. You know, so short. And as Lincoln said, when you realize it too much and you get short on them and you short. Sometimes you have to and sometimes it will happen. I have to
try
care
to do it before you try to do it.
I am sorry. because we are human, you know, Lincoln. But we can apologize, not because they're kids. I said, Christian, I am sorry to be shouting at you like that. I did it because I spoke to you about taking up the straw off the floor 5 times. And me and I always talk about pack up room and them something. You're not reach that style. You're not reach that stage
when Catherine is 40, Catherine older than me, okay? I am sleeping. I went to my bed at 3:30 this morning. Catherine came to the room at minutes to 6. And Catherine goes, Daddy, it's morning. Time to wake up. I want to sleep some longer. No, Daddy, you have work. You have work, Daddy. Work. Come, Daddy. Come. And best believe, Catherine goes, Alexa, play music. Blast right in my ears.
Oh, my God.
More jump kick the pitney. Really want jump. Yo.
Yeah, but guess what? Are you train her, so you know? So guess what? You have to work with it. Remember, kids. That's how
why kid never jump kick her?
They work.
Why kid never jump kick her? And that is the thing.
Structure.
But it's the what I would say to persons: try to take the load off your shoulder before it get too heavy, and then you shout at your child, and then you apologize. Because what can happen? Your child can be afraid of you.
True.
Your child can be afraid of you.
It's not supposed to be every day.
You ever realize some parents say, don't let me tell your father what you do, you know, because the child is afraid of the father.
Yes.
Or afraid of the mother. You don't want to get there, so.
Why they naturally afraid of the daddy more, though? Is it the man, the authority, like mommy, me have to talk 3 times. Christian, and daddy Christian, you take trouble.
Christian!
Why?
That voice coming in. I don't even know. Catherine for her mother more than me still, but when Catherine to me get up, he shot. He shotgun do anything to do. So actually I correct myself, Catherine for me, because when the deep voice kick in,
I think of that deep voice that I'm afraid of. All right, but Lincoln, Logie, I have my student to come on. So your last question, Lincoln, is being a girl dad, do you believe that there are specific things you can teach her? You did touch it a little bit, that her mom can't, and vice versa. Give us some of the things a dad can do with the child to develop that bond from an early stage.
So some of the things they can teach a child is being street smart. Teaching her how to be a yamed. Teaching her certain little things that happens in society when it comes on to on a male standpoint, like things that men will try to come to you with, or the things that you used to use back in the day. Some of the bonding things require you just doing some girly things. I do mani-pedi with Catherine. On Saturdays, Catherine and I will go to Peyton's Place of Beauty and do a mani-pedi. Just me and she.
Peyton. Big up Sam.
Yeah.
I see that. I admire you with her. When I look at see and her cook, hey, I will teach her how to crack the egg, so miss
Yo, Sunday, me try crack the egg the same way. It feel.
Me try. Me feel bad. When me see the little 4-year-old I crack the egg, me say, Jesus. Me say, me can't crack eggs, so I'm trying up.
Big up to Grandma P. Grandma P teach Catherine how to crack eggs. I can.
Oh my gosh.
When I watch Sunday, 3/4 of the egg, drop out of the frying pot. And then I cook it in the frying pot. So I have to turn off the stove, clear the whole thing, and just crack our next egg. You see? So Grandma P teach Catherine how to crack egg and bake and everything.
When I saw the video, I said, but Lincoln not even there watch. You weren't even watching her. Lincoln now watch her. She just crack the egg, and I say, no sir, me feel so bad. Imagine one 4-year-old can crack egg better than me.
Hey, you see that video there? I turn battery in low. We know I see Catherine in the kitchen. Catherine bad in the kitchen. Catherine aunt bought her apron and her own cooking set.
Yeah.
But Catherine will come to me and say, oh daddy, let's make something. But more than I bake, I forget to bake with my child and I pour something in it. You know what I mean? So, me kind of try to, I have to be under supervision with my bake with Catherine. Cool. But, yeah, man,
Imagine you have
Catherine.
to supervise you and not Catherine. Anyways, guys, so you hear Lincoln. Lincoln
But
said you can
wait,
bond with
one
your
thing
child.
though, the girly things is important bonding with your child. Especially
Yeah.
as a girl dad. So
Yeah.
bonding with your child requires that. Bonding with your child requires you put on a nail polish. I regularly put on nail polish. I can send pictures to show. I put on my nail polish with Catherine. On my toes and on my fingers. Right? And that is it. Cool. She want to put on makeup, she put makeup on for me. Me now go on the road with it. Cool?
Right. Right.
But me I go do it with my daughter.
Yeah. Listen to me, me like you. Some of these dads, oh, don't put no nail polish on the pitney. Don't put on no makeup on the pitney. Don't put on no bread in the pitney head. Oh, don't make the pitney do this. Oh, don't make. I'm like, if that's what the child loves to do, me actually buy fast nails. Christian is very creative. And I bought a pack and she sit down and she designed them, you know, man. You're the face here. Any, I mean, I say, listen to
You're
me, man.
molding.
Maybe this
You're
will
molding.
maybe I just go make them the money.
That can become no, it can become her hustle. It can
course.
become her full time. Believe
So
you
I
me.
think, you know, I agree with you, your bond. But I wanted to know if there is something specifically that you would not do because she's a girl, or you do everything. You be her, you do her homework with her. Because some man feel say your homework is supposed to be a mommy job. Talk to me about that.
The part there back in the 1918s, here, the
Yeah.
woman role thing, the man role thing, that really
Yeah.
exists now. Yeah.
Okay.
You understand me? It's
Okay.
balance.
Okay.
Balance. Yo,
Okay.
we need people to understand. But a marriage relationship or a one night fling, balance. Communication and balance, important to raise a child. There are
Agree.
disagreement, you go one side.
Okay. Definitely agree with you. So there's nothing that her mommy can do that you can do.
I did everything. I always want to taught Catherine how to potty train.
Wow.
You understand me? And as I say, Catherine is a visual person, so I say, Catherine, if you do this right, or if you
Right.
do this, I get a princess dress. That's all she want here. A princess dress can only be found at Fontana. $8,326.84.
Mm.
Yes,
You
we
remember
know
when
the
you did
price.
that post? I remember when you did that post.
Which one? Zim? So
Yeah.
you have to be able to mold certain things, right? Her mom very busy with work. I'm also very busy with work, but I realized that spending time I didn't get to do as much since COVID, right? Matter what, this was before COVID, cool? Because when COVID hit, I just started Catherine out of potty train.
Right.
You get me?
Mhm.
And I gave her a treat for it. So I don't want to say a treat like you're dealing with a dog. But the
Right.
reality is that you're training them with certain things. So you know, say you're going to be a game, a toy, a dress, a mani pedi, whatever the case is, just
Reward
express,
them.
reward them. Yeah.
I positive reinforcement is good. I realize most kids they go off that. And so even with the disciplining too, I try to use a lot more positive reinforcement. So Christian wants to see this something on the tablet, or she want order this and okay, give me straight A's on your report now, and then you can get it. You know, you have to reward them. But
Police.
Lincoln, I want to
Mhm.
touch on that. Somebody say incentives, right? I want to touch on, and even if she get a B, you know, in my head, me I say, Lord G, you know, maybe that is not her strong point, but me not gonna beat her down for it. But I'm not gonna necessarily say
Boy,
it to her. I'm still gonna try for her to aim to the highest. But if she get a B in a one
hey,
something, me not gonna kill her.
listen to me. Listen to me.
Hmm?
All the people who have A's and have big degrees, them business fail and they lose their job because they can't manage. Here, you just want my child get her C's,
Yes.
get her, she can know how to read,
He will get A and some other things were good in her. Yeah.
but just want my
Lincoln,
child to
there's this big thing. Sorry to be rushing you. It's because I have the student on and I don't want her to fall asleep. Kaylee, type and let me see if you're still here. But this thing, you have to talk about this thing. You have to talk about this. Tell me about the tablet babies. tell me about the tablet. Are you guilty? Are you one of those parents who give them the tablet and then sit down in the corner for the whole day? Or do you have a structure? Do you have a limit? Tell me about the tablet, baby, them, Lincoln. Talk to me.
Limit and structure. I'm the
Okay.
limit and structure part. So we have our time, Zane,
Yeah.
and then me have my time when me gonna do some work in my office,
Yeah.
or me gonna on my tablet. So and then her mother doing some work as well. So she got on my tablet. Cool.
Okay.
Catherine doesn't happen, and especially because of COVID. There's no one for her to play with.
Right. Right.
You understand me? So definitely no more than ever. We have more structure than anything else, so that
Right.
she can really spend her tablet time, play by herself, do her schoolwork, and have that whole play with daddy or play with mommy or play with daddy or mommy.
Daddy and me,
The
mommy
mixture.
and me. Okay. But it's important. I just wanted parents to know that, you know, find a structure. I'm not objecting to tablet. At first, I wasn't one of those. I was like, at first, me not lie. I was really judgmental of the parents who have the child on the tablet for the entire day. I was very judgmental because those kids are mostly, you know, they're not really that interested in schoolwork from a teacher point of view because they're on the tablet for the entire day. So I deliberately did not introduce tablet to my child until she was about 4 or 5. So growing up, the 2, 3, as though everybody from the 1, no, she never grew up with that. And so I realized that as I got more stressed and more, I have more responsibility, I started to give her the tablet a little bit more and a little bit more. And I said, Lord, gee, now I understand why parents they won't do it because you need your time too. But as Lincoln said, there must be some sort of structure. Is it that what I do now
I
is
just
6
said
hours of
structure and
screen
discipline
time?
is a must.
Yeah, definitely. So parents, you can try that. Try a structure thing where, because let's say you start it off and it's gone so bad and you don't know how to fix it. What I had to do was to limit the amount of time. So I cut it down to 6 hours per day. So screen time for her 6 hours per day, and I kind of space it out. So 2 hours here, then I do a little schoolwork, then mommy and me time, then a little art and craft work, then a little whatever cooking, make believe or whatever you want. She loves to sew clothes and them someday. So guys, it's not like we're saying that the tablet is a no, but as Lincoln said, we have to structure it and discipline is a must. All right, Lincoln, any final words before I add Kaylee?
Just love and embrace your child. Communicate with your spouse. See how best you both can do the role of being a mom and a dad within the child's life, and try to give as much emotional attention and love to that child. 'Cause it's very important.
Thank you. And I chose you because I think you are a perfect candidate. You are preaching, you are living what you preach, and that is why I chose you for tonight's topic. All right, so continue to be a great dad. Big up yourself, cause you are real fun. Later. Thank you.
Yo, thank you. Later, everyone.
Yeah, man.
Cool,
You
cool.
guys stay on to listen to Kaylee. Stay on Lincoln and listen to Kaylee.
Yeah, man, definitely.